Fala galera, o vídeo de hoje é uma entrevista que eu fiz com Jim Müller, guitarrista da banda de hard rock alemã Kissin Dynamite, que ano passado, 2024, lançou um baita álbum, o Back with a Bang, um disco aí que quando foi lançado ficou em número 1 nas paradas alemãs, e tamanha foi a boa repercussão que eles estão vindo aqui pro Brasil tocar no Bangers Open Air, amanhã mesmo, na sexta-feira, no primeiro dia do festival, e é um show aí que faz tempo que tanto Kissin Dynamite quanto os fãs da banda estão querendo a primeira passagem deles pela América Latina. Então vamos assistir a entrevista aí em que a gente aborda todos os assuntos, tanto do disco novo quanto do show. E antes de eu colocar aqui a entrevista, só peço para você deixar um like, comentar aí o que achou e se inscrever no canal se ainda não é inscrito. Bora para a entrevista. Hallo Gene, wie geht es dir?
Alles gut.
So switching to English, my name is Bruno, I'm from Porque Metal, and it's nice to meet you and an honor to have you in the show.
Same. Thank you very much, man.
And to begin with, we are 30 days away from Bangers Open Air, and Kissin Dynamite is debuting here in Brazil there, something that the fans and even the band were looking forward for a while now. So 30 days away, how are you feeling about coming to Brazil, and do you personally have any expectations of some sort?
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, you read the comments for 10 years already. Like, even back in the MySpace days, people were like, come to Brazil, and now it's finally happening. And I can't wait. I mean, I've been 2 times to your beautiful country already in private. So I know people are crazy. And I can't wait to see how it looks from stage and how people go crazy on metal festivals.
And speaking of crazy, I've seen some live performances from Kissin Dynamite online, and you guys have great stage presence to the point where Hannes Brown was singing from the middle of the crowds, surfing in a literal boat. So are you guys preparing anything crazy in that manner to the concerts? And how hard you guys work on the stage presence, like before the concerts? And if you don't want to spoil anything, that's fine.
Yeah, oh, good. Stage for me, stage is like being at home. I've been on stage first time when I was 10 years old, just like a few weeks after I saw AC/DC on VHS for the first time, and I had to get this guitar for Christmas and stuff. And since then, man, I never want to return. It's like always when we're on tour, it's the safe space for me. It's not like I come home from touring, I'm like, oh, finally. But it's like we're going on tour and it's like holiday for me because, holiday for me is like when you're somewhere and you don't want to be anywhere else. And that's for me the stage. So I don't have to work in kind of way for the stage presence. Of course, we think about what we can do, but oftentimes it just happens and then we say, oh, that's a cool move, and then we're gonna do it all over because it's getting something, but it's lots of things happen, just during the show and an adrenaline rush, and that's what I love about it. It's like never gets boring, and yeah, let's see what we can prepare for Brazil. We're gonna find something, promise.
That's great.
It's like we still don't know which songs we play. We we're figuring out during the intro.
Nice. So speaking of the new album, Back with a Bang, it was released to top at #1 charts in Germany. So congratulations, by the way. And what I like to know is the previous album, Not the End of the Road, charted #2. So was that something that motivated you or was constantly in the band's mind to top it in the following album? And eventually it happened?
Yeah, absolutely. Like from album to album, it got better. Like over the years, and it was always rising numbers. So and already this gives you a good feeling, of course. So it's never going down. And then with Not the End of the Road being #2, we didn't expect to get #2, to be honest. And then again, it was really, really close that we got #1 back then. It was like, I don't know the real number, the exactly numbers, but like, let's put it like 300-400 CDs. Man, if I knew, I would have bought myself. And so now for the next record, Back with a Bang, of course, it was like, we need to get the one because it was so close already. We can do this, actually. It's like not a mission impossible. But it was horrific, of course, because it was so much work and so much stress, and and things happened. Ooh. But in the end, now I have the trophy somewhere. It's down there, and every time I walk past it, it was like, it still feels surreal, to be honest. Still feels surreal.
That's amazing. Congratulations again. And
Thank you.
I love the art concept and the title, Back with a Bang. It's very simple and creates a hell of an expectation for the songs, which it delivers. And how did the band came up with this art concept and the name of the album? Did the song came first or the name?
Well, it was the slogan which was first. So, like, oftentimes we're writing music and searching for the right hook line, and that's where words come in. And Back with a Bang was just there, and we were like, sounds okay. We're back with a new record. Some bands go like, oh, we stopped this band for 3 years and do a comeback, so why not calling a record Back with a Bang, because we're back with a bang, basically. And it fits just the Kissin Dynamite world perfectly. And also the artwork, we wanted to have something different, to have something, an eye catcher kind of. And I really like this yellow color in comparison to the red dynamite. I think these two in comparison make a real nice artwork, and also for the stage presence. So during the show, we probably can take that stuff to Brazil, as we have to fly. But when we're with the trucks and everything, we have these yellow banner flying down in the middle of the set, and suddenly the whole stage looks like the album cover and stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. Also really cool and fun to play. And also, in the metal world where everything is black, you have like a yellow one. I mean, yeah, we know lots of bands who have different, but you get the idea. It's still something special to have at least a little color in your artwork in metal and rock, right?
For sure, I love that and can't wait to see that art concept in the stage. And
Yeah.
one of the most...
You see, one
Sorry.
thing, if you're in metal and you want to wear a color shirt, this is the farthest I can go.
Yeah, that's true. Although I have a t-shirt from this band, a Brazilian band, which is like beige, and it looks great.
Okay.
But anyway, one of the most fun songs I've seen that you guys are playing live is Raise Your Glass, a true anthem. And can you tell me a little bit about how that song was born? And also, I have to ask you, what is usually in your glass during a toast?
So in my glass, it's my favorite beer called Zwiefalter Klosterbrauerei, you have to imagine. And it's really a good tongue breaker for foreigners to talk to.
I'll have to see in your writing to understand that.
Yeah. And yeah, the song we wanted to do like I think it's not a typical Kissin Dynamite song, because it has also, I don't know how to describe it, but a little skater punk rock affine kind of style in it, like a little bit into like high school punk feeling, like Blink 182 and Green Day, mixed up with this hook, and the 80s thing was a mixture. It was like brutal, and we had, this has to be a single, of course. And yeah, it's for me one of the most fun songs to play. Like number one for me is Not the End of the Road, which always kicks my ass since the very first moment. But Raise Your Glass is probably second, though there's no guitar solo in there, or at least no real one, so only some melody.
And speaking on the band's name, Kissin Dynamite, it comes from an AC/DC song, one band that probably was an inspiration for you guys. But over the decades, Germany produced a big number of hard rock and metal bands, huge bands. So what bands from Germany you can say that you and your bandmates were looking up to growing up?
It was definitely Scorpions, like especially Hannes and Ande, our two brothers. They were fanatic about Scorpions, and still are to this day. If we're in the backstage party and Scorpions come on, they go on the table. So it's definitely Scorpions. For me, it was AC/DC. So really, everything started with AC/DC for myself, and then I was like, AC/DC for probably 2 or 3 years before realizing that there are other bands out there. True story. I was a young child. There was no internet. I didn't know, and it was only AC/DC, man.
That's nice. And how did you, without the internet, ended up getting to know AC/DC?
Man, it was the black market basically. Like you get copies on CDs of your friends, and that's how we got into music. And then of course, like.
But did someone introduce you to it?
Sorry?
Was someone that introduced you to the AC/DC, or?
Yeah, our drummer back in the days,
Oh,
where we all started. He left us 3 or 4 years ago, but man, this guy showed me everything in music, and he was coming to the schoolyard with a bag like this, like CDs, like, and he even printed out the covers and like, just please like it because it's awesome. So he did a real good job.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And
then of course, internet came along, and with this it was all these illegal platforms. You were there searching for music, and that's where actually I got into lots of music, because it was American servers. And then I got into Motley Crue, and I was like, what the fuck I just clicked on? Well, I thought this about illegal downloading things a lot, because it wasn't music. It was something that had a black screen now on my computer of my parents. But yeah, but in between there was some music, and I really liked it, and that's where I got into Motley Crue, and was like, man, that's the sound I was always searching for.
Amazing. And I have 2 more questions. The first being, aside from playing guitar in 2 big bands, like, you also fly, man. I've seen some videos from you kite surfing. That's crazy. Can
Yes.
you tell me a little bit about the difference from the thrill feel during kite surfing and the thrill of playing live? I mean, you said that it was like home, but is that any?
Yeah. I really feel the best when I'm in the moment, when I just here, not 1 minute ago, not 1 minute before, just in the moment, not thinking about anything, just be right there and do whatever you're doing. Is it the stage? Is it being kite surfing out there? I just came from the water, actually, because we have wind today. And so I was out for 1.5 hours already with 6 degrees and 2 degrees of water. So not like they're like really easy going, like in Brazil, for example. You crash and you're in 30-degree water. No, that was different story today. But then you come back from the water and you just realized, wow, I didn't think about anything for the last couple of hours, and that's a super nice feeling. And that's what I have on stage, just being in the moment. And it's like, the moment for eternity. That's how it feels, and that's what gives me the stage, the kite surfing. Also, I'm a FPV drone pilot, with the goggles on, and your out-of-body experience. And that's also, you can't think about anything else, because if you think about anything else, you're going to crash your drone. So yeah, it's all about adrenaline and being in the moment for me.
That's amazing. And to finish off, I'd like to give you a space to talk to the Brazilian audience. And also, can you recommend me 3 songs, one from your own projects that you would like to be in the official playlist from my channel, one that you always loved, and one that you discovered recently that you are enjoying right now? It doesn't have to be metal at all, whatever you like.
Okay, fair enough. So first off, to all the Brazilians out there, I've seen all your messages, and you always say come to Brazil. Now it's the time. We're coming to Brazil, so you all have to come to Bangers Open Air. I don't know, and I can't promise when will be the next time. So let's not say it's one in a lifetime opportunity, but it feels like. So you all have to come there and party with us, and I can't wait to share this experience with you guys and get your energy, and I will bring lots, I promise. And for the songs, for our own, let's go Not the End of the Road, because it's my favorite one to play live. Then one song which is always is Danger, Danger, Bang, Bang. Man.
Okay.
And one I recently discovered. Okay, you said it's not. Oh yeah, I have one. The Aurora Wave, Kindness, featuring Attila. Very nice.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so
So
much.
it's metal, but
Oh no, it's
I try
okay.
to think.
It's better with metal, but it can be whatever you like. So
Yeah.
being metal is okay. So thank you so much, Jean, for your time. It was a great interview, and hope to see you soon in Bangers Open Air.
Yeah, man. Can't wait to catch up with you. All the best. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.